Boom. Big
Okay,
shot.
so we've promised we'll make a Q&A at 500 subscribers, and it happened. Yay!
Thanks everyone for subscribing.
So let's get into it. Our first question: favorite main character? Well, you go first.
Well, the idea of our first video was what happened to Scar, so
It was his idea.
yeah, it was my idea.
It's obvious.
Scar is love, Scar is life. What about you?
Well, doing
Life of Boris.
doing videos until now, I realized looking into lore and stuff like that, which he knows a lot more than me, that S.T.A.L.K.E.R is a pretty motivated guy and high levels of testosterone, yeah, and radiation.
Alpha
also.
male.
Yeah, he's an alpha male.
A Chad.
Yeah.
What is the best rifle in the zone? The Makarov. No, I'm kidding. It's, in my opinion, it's the VSS Vintores.
Yeah, I totally agree with him. The VSS is like one of the best weapons in the game.
Are you Czech? Czech?
Czech? Is that how we read it? Yeah, Czech.
Czech.
From what I know, no.
No, we are not from the Czech Republic. But are you Russian? No, we are not Russians either. Just think about Russia and Italy having love and Romania.
Yeah.
Yes, we're from Romania.
Yeah. What moment or moments made you realize how much you love S.T.A.L.K.E.R? Oh, but okay, this is gonna have a long answer because he was the first dude to introduce me to S.T.A.L.K.E.R. He was like 8th grade or something, and I realized how much I love this game when we were into Agroprom. We were playing on his shitty laptop.
Like what is happening today, we still have a shitty laptop.
Yeah, we still have a shitty laptop, but not as shitty as what we had in like 2004.
No.
2006, something like that.
No, later, I think
Later?
2009.
And we were into Agroprom and Agroprom Underground, and I heard those sounds, like those metalish sounds all over the place. The atmosphere was amazing, immersion and all that stuff. And when we encountered the controller for the first time, it was intense. Like there are many strategies that you can kill him, but obviously we went for the go and throw some grenades, like go into cover and throw some grenades and fucking kill him. Then I realized we could also kill him at close range because he can't do anything at close range, only throw like claws at you. And yeah, that was the best moment I had and the moment that got me into the S.T.A.L.K.E.R games.
Do you know that you can also run away from him?
Yeah, like you could just fuck off. And
for me, I don't know, before playing it for the first time, I saw gameplay that's a very long time ago. It was about X18 or something like that with Oblivion Lost mod, and it was he said very fucking scary. Even though I don't play horror games, I don't watch horror movies, not because I'm a pussy, but I just don't like them. I always like realistic things, but in the same time it was horror but realistic. I always liked the Chernobyl event and all of the stuff, and I always think that if you like Chernobyl and you're into gaming, the S.T.A.L.K.E.R franchise is the cherry on the top. And
yeah,
since the first time I played Shadow of Chernobyl, I know it's going to be my favorite game. Sorry, Half-Life. What or who introduced you to S.T.A.L.K.E.R? For me, it was a quite strange story because in 2004, before the release of Shadow of Chernobyl, I bought this magazine from a gas station, and it had a very interesting article about Oblivion Lost. It's a very funny article, but when I saw the pictures from the game with all the weapons and the surroundings, looked very familiar to Romania, like the commie blocks, the shitty cars and stuff like that. Oh, it's like my home country. I should try it.
okay.
What about you? How?
Well, obviously it was from the previous question. It's him. Like he was obsessed with S.T.A.L.K.E.R. He had like 3 months or something, 2 or 3 months to convince me to play the game. And when I finally did and had my first experience, like when I played at home, not at his place, when I played at home, I played with Oblivion Lost, one of the early versions of Oblivion Lost. and I was thankful.
Do you have 5 minutes to talk about our mighty and glorious monolith? Favorite artifact from the original vanilla games. I don't usually use artifacts. Most of the time I sell them. If I have to pick one, it will not be based on its properties, but on its looks and the story behind it. It would be the compass for me.
For me, it would be like just as for appearance, for how it looks, it's Moonlight or Spark. Do you think that Stalker 2 will be for real released in 2022? Yeah, sorry.
Wasn't it supposed to be in 2021? 2021?
Misinformation, I think. But yeah, I hope so. Like,
Yeah, me too.
I'm pretty sure they will release it in 2022 because as we have seen with the previous games, they don't do that much advertising. So with this, with Stalker 2, they already have a website.
But they are very active on their Facebook page
Yeah.
recently. I hope they are not going to hype us for nothing.
Yeah,
And I think there is a bigger chance to see Stalker 2 released than seeing Ray of Hope released. You know what's Ray of Hope?
isn't that like a multiplayer cooperative? Yeah.
A very sad story.
Yeah.
What
I
is
cried
the what is the item that you consider essential for any stalker? If you have the knife, you can obtain everything from killing people or smashing crates and stuff like that. So the knife is like the key to the zone in my opinion.
Are we including everything?
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, sausage.
What do you think of the current status of the stalker cosplay scene, taking in mind both the West and the East?
I would respond honestly. I think that people who handcraft their uniforms, their suits, are to be more appreciated. Although I appreciate all the cosplays, they're all amazing, and all the dedication that went into making these costumes is appreciated. But I do appreciate more what's going on in the East.
Well, in my opinion, I like them both equally, but as he said, the Westerners go on crafting a bit more, making everything at home with military surplus and gear, and the East, from Russia, Ukraine, Poland, and stuff like that, they usually buy the whole suit from, you know, that green suit shop or something like that. I can't remember their name, which I don't think is bad, but they have the whole suit. They just toss a replica, an airsoft replica, or maybe a real weapon, and a few other details, and that's it. I don't consider it cheating or something like that. The one from Grey Shop, by the way, are not sponsored, are identical with the in-game ones, which is still very interesting. But as said, I really like both sides, East and West.
Wash away the anger.
Favorite mod for Stalker? This is an interesting one. This is like the number one question for me. I have to say it's gonna be Oblivion Lost, one of the earlier versions of Oblivion Lost, just because it's pretty simple, gets everything right for me, like the immersion, the weapons, the combat. This is my favorite mod for Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl. For Clear Sky, I couldn't say because I haven't played much Clear Sky. And for Call of Pripyat, it would be Misery, because once in a while you need to have a little bit of realism and eat some sausages.
What are you, fucking gay? For me, Shadow of Chernobyl would be Autumn Aurora, Clear Sky Arsenal Overhaul, and for Call of Pripyat Arsenal Overhaul or Misery. How was Stalker advertised, if advertised at all, in your country? The only way I saw this game advertised was in
In this
in the same magazine,
magazine. Yeah.
and in a few other small articles in different gaming magazines, and that's it.
What's your favorite zone of all the zones in all three games and why? If we're including mods, I would say Dead City. It's incredibly scary, it's horrifying in my opinion, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just a smaller Pripyat with lots of nice architecture and statues.
For me, it will always be Cordon, especially Rookie Village. It's my favorite place. In my opinion, it's the birthplace of a stalker. Why haven't you visited the zone yet? Money.
Yeah, we're
Money.
very fucking poor.
Not really, but I spent all of my money on my military surplus.
What is your favorite factions? Your favorite factions? Okay, my response would be Freedom.
Obviously.
Freedom is like the most friendly faction in the game, and why not go smoke a joint with some Freedomers once in a while?
Most of the time, I'll be a loner. If not, and I have to pick a faction, it would be Duty.
He has no chill.
Dangerous mutants. Favorite weapon? Original Shadow of Chernobyl. I'd go with the Gorza assault rifle, and for a shotgun, I'd use Bass.
Mine would be SVU or SVD. I think both are amazing. And as a secondary weapon, I would choose a hunting rifle. Like what's it called?
Toz.
Toz, yeah.
T-O-Z. Toz. Toz gang.
Yeah.
What is your ideal loadout? Well, I would always choose this suit. It's my favorite. I think it's the best between exoskeleton and Seva suit. And details like medkits and stuff like that. I mean, everyone wants 100 scientific medkits, 2,000 bandages, 4 million
Ammunition for your weapon.
ammo, and I wanted to say
Yeah.
energy drinks. And for
That's in PUBG, what the fuck.
yeah. And the best weapon combination, in my opinion, would be a sniper rifle with a shotgun, close range and long range, and that's how you beat the entire game.
Yeah, but pretty much the same from what I said in the previous question, like a sniper rifle, a SVU or SVD, or even a VSS, and as a secondary weapon, the TOZ. And for my suit, I would choose a Seva suit, just because I fucking hate radiation. It's cancer, it's disgusting. And I like to pick my targets from long range. If I have to use the shotgun, I'll use it, but most of the time I'll be very fucking far.
Do you like Clear Sky? Yes, I do. I really like it.
I don't. Just gonna leave it there. Why are you wearing a GP5 asbestos filter? Well, this question wasn't for me, it's for you.
Yeah, because when I posted the Q&A stuff on Reddit, I used a very old picture with me using a GP5 gas mask with a asbestos filter, obviously, and I wear it because I'm addicted to snorting asbestos. That's it.
The best faction and why it's Monolith. Look, I used to love Monolith back in the days because I didn't know any of the stuff that's going on with Monolith. Obviously, I didn't know that they were zombies. They're pretty much brainwashed zombies with suits on them, and there's nothing to like about Monolith. Let's be honest. They're just like slaves of. Never mind. They suck.
I don't like Monolith. Go pray your rock somewhere else. Favorite suit from vanilla games? As mentioned earlier, this one.
Yeah, Seva suit, yeah. Sniping 9x39 or 7.62 by 55R.
9 by 39.
9x39 or 762 by 54R. Yeah, 939.
939. Yeah.
Yeah. Where did the idea for the channel come from? Yeah, it's him. Well, it was spontaneous. We were at his place, at his crib, and we were just playing S.T.A.L.K.E.R. and we were thinking about what about a channel? What if we could do commentaries and stuff like Oxhorn, who does stuff for Fallout, yeah. And I find it pretty interesting, like 40-minute videos of someone talking really passionately about a game and about the details of a game that make it really amazing. And that's pretty much my motivation and our motivation for creating this channel. It came overnight, something like that, on that night.
Yeah, and also a big inspiration for us was AL Gaming, and that's why we don't and most probably we are not going to make lore videos about factions. He has some great videos about every faction. I really recommend them. And another another reason that I came with this idea was when it's probably the only thing I really like to do in my spare time, playing this game, exploring it from corner to corner, and why not share my experience with other people, other fellow stalkers, and maybe convert non-stalkers to this great franchise. What are your plans for the future? Reaching 1K subscribers? I mean, 500 was huge for us. We used to have YouTube channels back in the day, but let's not talk about that.
And
Yeah.
our plans for the future would be like, his plans for the future would be like 1K, but I hope we get to 50,000,
I am humble.
50K. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's huge. And our biggest problem is not the game itself, that the fan base. I won't call any one of you fans or something like that. I'll call you fellow stalkers. Our biggest problem is not that the fan base is very niche, but the problem for us it's the hardware first of all, and
Yeah.
the second problem the time to do what we like, and second of all, I mean third of all, or editing skills I guess, and my very bad English and shit accent and shit voice.
He pretty much sounds like he's bored all the time.
Yeah.
Like he did 1,000 push-ups and he just wants to go to sleep for fuck's sake. Yeah, that's how he sounds. And
have this video.
yeah, that's his charm.
Yeah, that's how I get bitches. Well, I guess that's it. Thank you for the questions, and again, thank you for the support. We would like to thank you for 500 subscribers, even though it's a very small number. For us, it's a lot. We didn't expect to hit this number this soon.
Yeah. Thank you very much, and as always, good hunting, stalker.
Suka, блядь, иди нахуй.